Writings on the wall inside my head, inside of me. Holding all these thoughts beneath my skin. Can you believe in us? Only us. Only love.
The wild child is repaired. She's ready to go again. She's ready to sell. And we have a second chance in our relationship. So keep on the dream alive. Let's go. So we start our journey again after Newport. It was a sunny day, but it was so cold. It's bitter cold. Sailing in October on the North Atlantic, it's cold. At least today it's sunny. Our sailing today was from Newport to Stonington, about 35 nautical miles under the sun, but again it was cold.
Trying not to let go. Writings on the wall when I was here, it's left unchanged. Holding all these thoughts beneath my skin. Can you believe in us? Only love, only us. Only love.
I love the movement of Wild Child, going slowly through the wave. The wind is perfect, offshore wind, not too much wave. We're making progress. I really enjoy that type of sailing. It's nice again. Newport to Stonington was a great sail. Offshore wind, sunny. It was cold, but it was a great sail. We were in trouble when we tacked to go towards Stonington. The sheet of the Jenny just slipped my hand and went off. That's bad. This is when you can break something on your boat. My bad. In October, the days are getting shorter, so it was time to call it a day and get to the harbor and to drop the anchor. When we tacked towards Stonington Harbor, we had the wind on the nose, so we dropped the sail and we start the engine. Instead of dropping the anchor, we decide to grab a mooring ball. When it's off season, nobody will come and ask you for money for that mooring ball. It's a good anchorage where we are. Today it's another day from Stonington to Truman Beach. It's only 25 nautical miles. Oh, good morning. It's sunny today. We're leaving at 10 o'clock. The wind is very light. It's not helpful. And salty sunglasses, not helpful neither. So it's cold today. It will be 10 degrees, but forecast seems to be nicer, so it should get warmer. Of course, we're getting more sun. That will be helpful. We cannot wait to get out of the cold, humid, foggy window. So let's do it.
So we're in Stonington, Connecticut, and we are kind of in the Long Island Sound now. And we're sort of making our way on the inside passage towards New York City and the East River. We got to stage ourselves for the jump. There's nasty weather coming Friday and Saturday. Today is Wednesday. So we have to do 60 miles between today and tomorrow in unfavorable winds and unfavorable conditions. Welcome to Stonington, Connecticut. It's a lovely day. It looks sunny and happy, but it's actually 10 degrees Celsius and freezing out. Well, it'll be a high of 10. It's probably about 4 or 5 degrees now. It was 0 degrees this morning. We had frost on the windows. We woke up cold. The winds, as you can see, are pretty calm, and we have to make distance, which we can't do in no wind. See how it goes.
Mooring ball for last night. So 10 o'clock, so 17 after 10, we're leaving. So far in the first step, we're doing 10 miles today. And when we're there, we'll evaluate the situation for when is the next place, can we do it? It's 30 miles, so, and the day are getting shorter. That's the important part. If you want to anchor or get to safe harbor before 6, now it's getting darker, close dark around 5:30, so we'll see. So anyway, it's sunny, it's cold, it's only 10 degrees now, so there you go. That was a safe spot for last night. During the summer, everything is jammed here with sailboat. Skipper. Oh,
good morning, sailing fans. I don't know if you noticed, but the world is blue and sunny again, and oh my goodness, do we ever need that. We have just left behind us Stonington, Connecticut. We are inside the Long Island Sound, and it's complicated now. So right now we are motoring because there's no wind. We have right now the report from the helm is 4.1 over 4.1 with the wind dead astern, so most of that wind might be created by boat speed. We're moving about 9 nautical miles further south to the Thames River in New London, Essex Harbor, to get ourselves in a better position for a big run tomorrow, about 50 or 60 nautical miles to get to Mount Sinai Harbor, and there's another harbor beside it on Long Island. We're not in a great position, so there's 2 nasty low fronts coming in, one on Friday and one right behind it on Saturday with 45 to 50 knots of wind. They're just going to come moving through one after another. It's going to really limit us, and the winds between now and then are mostly strong, nasty, and on the nose in the direction of travel. So it's really hard to make distance when you're constantly into the wind, and there's very little safe harbor between here and that Mount Sinai place and the one beside it. So we're trying to stage ourselves for that run by getting at least 10 miles closer. But maybe today, if we had favorable conditions, which we don't have coming, but if we can go 30 miles today, then we would cut the distance tomorrow down to 30 miles, which would guarantee we make it by Thursday night before the nastiness comes Thursday night. Wherever we are Thursday night, that's where we stay for 2 days, because nobody goes out in 45 and 50 knots of wind. That's crazy.
Easy sail. We went from Stonington to Truman Anchorage. We motor sailed all day. It was sunny, but it was cold. More traffic here. Of course, we're approaching Long Island, so New York, so of course there will be more traffic. So the wind is not where it was supposed to be, but it's great for us. It's on the beam. It's on the beam, going from 120 degrees to 90 degrees basically, so that's great. And that's where we're going. So today we have to do 17 miles, then drop the anchor. It will be around 5 maybe, to be protected for the wind that is supposed to have tomorrow. But so far it's a lovely, fabulous day. Lexi, she's relaxing down below. She eats something, she's watching TV, relaxing. It's warm in the cabin, in the galley. And the saloon. It's 20 degrees, so that's fabulous. Thank you, Sean. And that's great. It's so long that we had a day like this one. It's great. Hallelujah.
So it's evening in Wild Child. We're laying around watching TV, and the roll on the boat from side to side started getting worse and worse and worse. And we thought, like, well, that's unusual because we're tucked into a bay. We had to go outside and throw on a stern anchor to pull the ass end out towards the west because there is a peculiar swell. And this is why the ocean is just a moody bitch.
Don't say it too loud.
We are here. So we pulled into this bay. This is Long Island Sound. I have no idea exactly where we are. And we're trying to go that way towards the Mount Sinai and East River of New York City. So we came across, and then we needed a place to anchor. So we pulled into this sort of protected bay here. What you're looking at is the wind waves, the direction of the wind waves, and it's also coincidentally the direction of the wind. So we thought that this bay should provide good protection, or some protection at least, from the wind waves and the wind. Now, another thing that you have to look at is the ocean swell. And the ocean swell, as you can see, is coming from the east, like out in the ocean. So the ocean swell is coming this way, and we are inside Long Island Sound, so we should have no swell whatsoever. So when we set the hook against the prevailing wind, when we got here, oh, let me find us again. So we set the hook, let me get this facing north. We set the hook there, we pulled off that way against the wind. We shouldn't be affected by the ocean swell because we should be protected by this barrier. It should be coming from out here, and this barrier should stop it. And let's look at the wind. And there's supposed to be the wind tonight, so if we're anchored here, we should be reasonably protected from that wind and from the subsequent waves. And because the ocean is a moody bitch, we have 1.5 foot of swell coming that way at a dominant wave period. I don't know, as you can hear the pounding on the back of the boat, dominant wave period of about 3 seconds. The rolly waves coming in from there. How could the wind be going that way, and the wind waves going that way all day, and the ocean swell going that way, and yet we still have swell coming into this bay from the mainland, where there is no force or energy against. The swell is rolling in from against the prevailing wind and waves. It just doesn't make any sense. So what we ended up having to do is go out and throw a stern anchor. Let's find this. So we are anchored kind of here. So the wind that way, the wind waves that way, we should be protected. The ocean swell that way. Some peculiar swell that makes no sense whatsoever coming that way. So what we did, and it doesn't show in here, but our anchor's set about there. And originally we were over there sort of facing out towards the wind and with a bit of current. And the waves, we were facing that way, and the swell was rolling in from the side, so the boat was rocking horribly side to side. So what we did is we kind of went forward and then backed up and pulled the ass end of the boat towards the swell, dropped stern hook here. So now we're being held ass end towards the wind on a stern hook there, and we still have the nose hook up here somewheres, and we have the wind pushing us on the side. You have to be careful when you let the wind go to the side of your boat, because if it gets too strong, it could become too much force,